Hi, my name is Cold Beer, and I believe that some of you guys have heard that Honkai Star Rail has released version 2.0. Players here can explore a brand new world, Penacony, a beautiful star fantasy world filled with incredible features, creatures, and adventures. But I bet you didn't know we can now play Honkai Star Rail on Roblox, called Star Rail Simulator. The Roblox platform is free, so no tricks, only good vibes and an amazing mood. The Star Rail Simulator game was made by an avid fan named King. Here players can freely explore Penacony and use the Honkai Star Rail characters, such as Pom Pom, March 7th, Sparkle, and Black Swan. He also released some interesting videos featuring the world of Honkai and also its characters. You are seeing those right now, and you can play it as well. Download Star Rail Simulator and Honkai Star Rail via the link in the description and also in the pinned comment below. Fun time guaranteed, it might really be the game you were looking for today. I want to mention again that this game is a personal creation of one developer and an avid Roblox player with an extensive experience in game development, so this game is not affiliated with the official Honkai Star Rail team. Star Rail Simulator is a casual RPG game that allows you to freely explore the enchanting world of Penacony. That instantly had my attention because I think that recreation of this space fantasy game in Roblox is an amazing achievement and I couldn't wait to dive right into it. You know, like a fish dives into the ocean filled with wonderful corals and potato salad.
Wait, what?
Never mind. Anyway, at first I had no idea that the game would hook me up so hard. I was expecting to play a little, explore this beautiful world, make a review and move on, but so it happened that I found a whole another level of deepness, and the Star Rail Simulator was the catch of the day. Or maybe the catch of the year, I don't know, I still play it and you can actually meet me in the game probably even now. It looks simple, but it's just like you, my friend. Inside there is another world, layer after layer. You could say that it's like an onion, but I would say it's way better. Like a lasagna, hot and steamy with liquid cheese and that tasty sauce. I bet I made you hungry now. But now's the time to be hungry for video games, especially for Honkai Star Rail Simulator. So the thing that actually surprised me was the quality of production. You know, the potato salad is in the details, and here the details are the best quality you can expect. Not only everything is carefully recreated from Honkai Star Rail, no, it's way better. Like the simplest things, for example, when you instinctively press on the side of the window expecting it to go away, and it does. AAA games fail to do this, and here everything works like a charm. The fights and interactions trigger at the right time and then trigger when you don't want them to trigger. Everything is so intuitive, my jaw just dropped. Remember those animated films with characters and they jaws down on the ground? So not like that, way more, because the production quality of new games is never good, and it has nothing to do with the Roblox itself. The game is just super polished and ready for your visit. Remember, the download link is in the description. All you need to do is to click on it and explore the game on your own or with friends. So let me tell you about the gameplay. As I've said, Star Rail Simulator is a casual RPG game that allows you to freely explore the enchanting world of Penacony and battle fierce enemies. I especially like the mechanics, and let me now tell you about those. When you hit an enemy, you deal damage, but also your own damage increases every time you hit, so your next hit is always more powerful than the hit you made before. Let's say if you face an enemy with 50 hit points and your starting hit does 1 point of damage, you won't be needing to hit an enemy 50 times. It will take you way less depending on how much damage you manage to grow with every hit. And there is the deal. By killing enemies you earn money, and with that money you can buy relics. They are randomized, with better ones having a lower chance to be rolled, and those relics can give you a multiplier of your damage. So instead of growing your damage by 1 every time you hit, you grow your power by 10 or way more. It depends on your level and the relics you manage to get. You can also combine the relics to make more powerful artifacts. For example, if you have 4 identical ones, you can just fuse them together and make a more powerful version of it. But there is the catch. You can also try to fuse less than 4 and then roll the Wheel of Fortune. If you have 3 combined, the success rate is 75%, if 2, 50%, and if 1, only 25%. And if you fail, those relics are gone. So it's a fair but very tempting thing to do. Getting 4 identical relics can take you way more time than getting only 2 of them, so you can test your luck and try to fuse only 2 into more powerful relic. But there is also a chance to lose them. But the game provides one more thing you can use, a potion of luck that doubles your chances at everything luck related. So before rolling anything, I do recommend drinking that potion. So far I encountered 4 types of potions, one for luck, one for double damage, one for double money and for running speed. The potions work for a half an hour, but you can take them for free, although you have to wait for a while for them to replenish, so don't use everything at once. One thing that I have noticed right at the beginning of my gameplay is this currency. I had 0 of these crystals and I started to wonder if that is some premium currency of some sort. You know, is there a trick? And no, there is no trick. Everything in this game is just achievable by defeating enemies, rolling for goodies, and so on. So I have found that these crystals, called stellar jades, are given to you by slot machines. The more 7s you roll, the better your prize. To roll the slot machine you require another currency that is given to you when you defeat enemies. So there is this cute inner ecosystem I really enjoyed. Anyway, what can I buy for this advanced currency? Well, that was the best part. The game features 5 characters of Honkai Star Rail: Pom-Pom, March 7th, Sparkle, Blade, and Black Swan, and each character possesses their own dazzling ultimate skill that just eats through the hit points of your enemies like butter. So the catch is that you can purchase those characters as your companions and they will fight along your side. So in general, if you don't have friends, the game provides you some. And they are quite powerful beings, dealing damage similar to yours and sometimes even higher. You can upgrade them and make your, let's say, Pom-Pom even more powerful. And if that's not enough, the game lets you change your appearance and become any legendary hero you already own. Yeah, one click and you are the actual character from Honkai Star Rail. And remember, all of this is in Roblox. How cool is that? You also can enhance not only your own but your companion abilities as well in various ways. So the more you advance in the game, the more powerful you get and the more powerful your characters get as well. You know the saying, money makes money, so here power makes power. Anything you do will make you more powerful. At first you are limited by only 2 additional companions, but with enough currency you can buy more slots and steamroll this wonderful world like a boss. And what a wonderful skills your companions have. Take a look at these splashes and multi-layered attacks. Also, speaking about bosses, this game is filled with various dangerous creatures, powerful elites and so on. But now let me tell you about the world and its structure. There is the hotel area, also known as the safe zone, which represents much anticipated world of Penacony, where you and your friends can visit character-specific rooms and enjoy the slot machine game. It's the place where you can relax and have a great time without worrying about battles. Here you can take a look at the local TV, adore the statues and explore various things. And also there are battle areas with formidable elite monsters as well as a boss. Defeating the monsters, as I have briefly mentioned before, rewards you with currency, which can be used to draw artifacts from relic chests and pay for slot machines. Unlocking the next world requires defeating the boss and then paying up for the pass. At first I thought that it would be easy. I could kill the strongest enemy in the world without any problems, but the boss had a timer. Yeah, and that time was ticking out quickly, so I understood that I have to increase my rank if I want to beat it through the process called the rebirth. And by doing that, you lose all your damage points. Yeah, you start from scratch like a baby. Except you are no baby but a powerful Honkai Star Rail character. Yeah, what are you waiting for? As I've said, download link is in the description. And you see, every time you use rebirth, you are reborn as a stronger being. Your damage multiplier is higher, so you progress faster as well, and can kill bosses you couldn't before. To achieve that, you have to accumulate enough damage points. Then you can be reborn again. For example, I achieved the rank of a master. That was obviously approved by Master Windu. He was proud of me and not Anakin. Called Beer Van Kenobi for your service. So currently there are 4 worlds available, each controlled by a powerful enemy that must be conquered to progress. It's not an easy task, I can guarantee you that. You will need all your luck and all the power you can get. For example, I have unlocked all 4 of the available worlds, and I did this by mostly upgrading my relics. Once I was even lucky to get a mythical one, which has like 0.01% of being rolled. That is not very much of a chance, isn't it? But luck was always on my side, so I had a wonderful ride. And speaking about rides, here you can buy a vehicle as well. That is really thoughtful because the area is huge. Although even with a vehicle, the worlds are quite far from each other. So the game has this teleport system where you can just instantly go anywhere you want. For example, from the furthest world you can teleport to the Penacony area, where you can play slot machines, take free potion or 2, and then cross time and space and instantly appear wherever you want. Anyway, the secret of how I steamroll through this game also lies in the upgrades and steady collection of stellar jades. I bought 2 additional relic slots to make my character almost twice as as powerful, and then I bought additional slots for follower friends. And keeping in mind that my upgraded followers do the same or bigger damage as I do, that is incredibly powerful move. And I especially like opening treasure chests. That is a fun experience. Every time you expect that mythical goodness, but you know, the chances are scarce. Although I never lost hope and sometimes luck was on my side. Also, the game lets you automatically delete low quality items, so your inventory is always clean without any trash we usually get in other RPG games. You know, your mom and dad would be proud seeing this cleanliness. It's pristine. Anyway, when I got powerful enough, I challenged the most powerful beings in the game, bosses. I must point out here that by defeating bosses you can unlock character outfits, and completing the whole game gives you a chance to win offline merchandise rewards. So the motivation of completing the game is strong. I like free stuff. Oh well, who doesn't, right? So when you defeat the world boss, another world is unlocked. And the fun thing is that you can see players that are stuck in the previous world, but they cannot see you. All they see is a giant wall, so the game gives you the feeling of superiority this way. Also, it's pure curiosity to defeat the boss and finally see what's behind the wall, how it looks and what challenges it provides. Well, usually the monsters are way stronger behind the fence and bosses look unimaginably powerful. That doesn't stay for long though. You get stronger quite quickly and can defeat those puny enemies like a boss. Yeah, honestly, you are the biggest boss in this game. Every single creature will sooner or later fall behind your feet. But the bosses of each world weren't the only ones the game offered. Every 10 minutes, a server boss event is launched, allowing everyone to challenge the boss in the designated area along with other players. You can also try to take on the world boss alone, but that's not a very advisable thing to do. The hit points are somewhere around where quintillions are. To be fair, I played the game before the release, so in my case it was hard to find many people who wanted to challenge the boss. In that time you must either defeat the villain or you will fail the challenge. After the event ends, players' damage dealt ranking will be displayed. Achieving certain damage dealt daily rewards you with stellar jades. Yeah, I can see how DPSers are looking at this game with their hungry eyes. So in general you can join with your friends, defeat the boss and take that juicy pile of stellar money. But the world bosses are not the only thing Honkai Star Rail Simulator offers. You can even go through the obstacle race. That one was my nemesis. I'm really not good at jumping. That's because I'm quite a large dude in real life, so I associate my characters with myself as well. They jump like Jabba the Hutt. Anyway, to jump and move in various directions, to dodge various obstacles and so on was quite challenging. I can promise. This thing will definitely test your skills and reflexes. The goal here is simple. You have to race to the top of the leaderboard at lightning speed. Well, or at least race to the finish line. Top speed is not the priority for the beginners, that's for sure. One more cool thing is achievements and rewards. You can complete specific challenges, like killing the required amount of monsters and then get something good in return. You know, for example, you can increase your damage that way or get more lucky in general. Also keep in mind that the earliest players to complete the game also stand a chance to receive exclusive offline merchandise. And you know, nothing is standing in your way. Press the link in the description and try to achieve greatness. This is a nice game where you can relax and enjoy the slow pace of it after the school, a hard day at work, or just during the weekend. Download it now and I'll see you in the game. And now thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye!